Strange are the ways that trees collaborate with people. In Athena, a small village in northern Spain, there is the story of the enchanted forest and the 1,000-year-old oak tree. The village was surrounded by a dense forest of oak trees, and inhabited by bears and wolves, and worst of all, by evil witches who cursed the villagers and brought many mishaps on the townsfolk. These evil women would sit in the branches of the oak trees and cast their spells down onto the houses that were otherwise protected with pointy, witch-proof chimneys. However, the youngest of all of these oak trees was unhappy with the witches and refused to allow any of them to sit among its branches. Being the oak nearest the village, this weakened the power of the spells cast from farther away trees, so the witches decided to move on to other forests with less rebellious oaks. Before leaving this forest, the witches promised to bless the trees that had served them for their mischievous acts. Some of the trees asked that their leaves be turned into beautiful crystals. Others asked that their flowers be scented with irresistible perfumes. Yet others asked that their wood be turned to gold. The youngest oak, not wanting anything to do with the witches, suspecting rightly that these gifts were maledictions rather than blessings, refused to be granted any dawn. 3 days after the witches had left the forest, there was a terrible blizzard. The trees that had asked for their leaves to be converted to crystal found that all the leaves shattered under the force of the winds. Later, the sheep of the villagers ate away all of the beautiful blossoms of the perfumed trees. Finally, thieves cut and carried away the golden branches of the remaining trees. The only tree that survived was the youngest. Since that time, it is now the oldest, more than 1,000 years old, loved and respected by the townsfolk. Under its shade the villagers sealed pacts, celebrated weddings, and to this day find refuge from the outside world.